At number 29, the guy they call Big Willie style, William Nylander. William Nylander checking in at number 29 this year. He was ranked 41st on the list a year ago. Big jump in pay, new contract. That kicks in this year, and according to Leafs fans, worth every single penny.
Yeah, so this is what's funny, though, and I just love when you find different players. And I just talked about how I have a soft spot for the gritty players like a JT Miller. I actually really love Willie Nylander, and he's not gritty. He's not that type of player like JT Miller, but he's a game breaker. And I think he's worth every penny he gets right there. You look over the last few seasons, no indictment on any other Leafs players. He's been their best playoff performer. Over the last 3 seasons, I think when the game's on the line, when you have the big stage, Big Willie steps up in a big way, so I love his game.
When you think about certain players in the NHL that have the swagger, he has it, doesn't he? Off the ice, just the way he carries himself, but then he brings that swagger on the ice. He's very smooth with it.
Yeah, and I think that's big. I mean, you sit there on teams, like, you want swagger, and you have coaches talk about it, and what does that exactly mean? I mean, it could be going out there and establishing yourself physically in the game. Maybe it's just showing confidence. Maybe it's being calm in tough situations. Willie wears it to the rink literally with his outfits, and he gets on the ice, and he's just smooth. I mean, he's got that long reach. He changes his angles really well with that right-hand shot. It's going to be very interesting what he's going to do this year. It looks like he's moving to center ice. What does that mean? I'll tell you what, I played center and wing in the National Hockey League. I certainly wasn't the type of player that Willie Nylander is, but you have a lot more on your plate as the center ice position, more responsibility. Can he take that on now? Because he's busted in here. We see him on this list, deservingly so. He could actually be probably a little bit higher as well. But now, are they going to ask him to do a little bit more? I love this Leafs lineup slotted like that. Matthews, Nylander, Tavares. If this can work, I think this could take the team to another level.
All right, I'm going to ask you, because you just talked about what he's going to be going through, making that transition from the wing to the center position. What's the hardest adjustment in making that move? And when do you start to feel comfortable with being in the middle as opposed to on the sides?
So playing wing in the National Hockey League, you can pick your spots when to cheat for offense. And you can kind of get away with it. You can't really get away with that at center ice. I mean, some centermen, you still cheat. You're always looking to kind of jump to the offense, but you got to be calculated. You got to be able to run the numbers here real quick and find out, what type of risk we're taking, what this game situation is. He's going to have that on his plate all the time now. And before, I think it's a little easier at the wing position. But now you have responsibility defensively every single shift. And that's how you win in the National Hockey League. The best center icemen in the league, they defend too. They might not defend like Selke Trophy winners, but they make sure that they have a defensive conscience, and we're going to see if he's got that.